I was with the Giants and the head coach and some people, and I said, do anything you have to, but don't lose Saquon. They lost Saquon. That was not good. I called that one. That was an easy one to call because he played damn well for the Giants. I can tell you that. But he made the right decision because it is a team sport and there's great people in this team.
People really are mad about this. People really hate to see this. You just can't make this up.
What a nice guy he is. I wanted to race him, but I decided not to do it.
Oh man, how can you not love our president, man? How can you not love the 47th president of the United States, man? And we send our prayers to this man and the current administration, man. We are rooting for America, you guys. How can they not love this man? But again, they have assassinated his character, man. They have lied, the fear-mongering, the propaganda, the fake news media, the misinformation. They just can't tell the truth. You know, they have dragged this man through the mud. They drag MAGA conservatives through the mud. It seems like conspiracy theorists is conspiracy facts. Right about everything. You just can't make it up, man. But let's get into this breaking news and what's breaking the internet right now. It is absolutely insane, man. But politics is a dirty game. And this shouldn't surprise any of you. It might surprise some of you, but it really shouldn't surprise anybody. You know. But let's go and jump in and check this thing out.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Oh boy, you just can't make this up. But you know what? We just keep winning, y'all. We just keep winning. Win after win after win. But they hate this right here. The other side hates this. The left, the activists, the BLM scammers, the race baiters, the race hustlers, you know. The left, they hate this, man. But no matter how they twist this and politic it, red versus blue, black versus white, it's just going to be win after win after win, man. You know? But right now, the internet's outraged. And this has broke the internet, you know? Even people saying, oh, we're not surprised. Oh, Saquon's punching in his slave card. Oh, look, you shouldn't be surprised. Oh, look at his wife. And also his wife is a racist. Oh. You just can't make it up, man. But NFL star, Philadelphia Eagles running back, Saquon Barkley, goes to the White House in the Oval Office with President Trump. And just yesterday, he was playing golf with President Trump. You know. And they hate it. But I'm here for it, man. And all I can do is report on it. And we already know how this plays out. I know you guys probably have seen it been a lot of people posting videos and comment and tweeting. you know, and I'm just seeing nothing but racist tweets, hatred, and it's honestly sad and pathetic, man. But I'm not surprised. These are the times that we're living in. I told you we are living in some of the darkest times, around the most saddest and pathetic individuals, man. People that play the race card, play victim, make excuses. They hate accountability. They can't. They have no common sense. They can't tell you right from wrong. They can't even tell you what a woman is. Yeah. But they hate this right here. They hate this picture right here. Let me know how you feel about this picture. Matching and all. And how do you feel about the Philadelphia Eagles? With just a recent victorious season, Super Bowl champions, you know. I know some of y'all were rooting for them Chiefs for a three-peater. Old Patty Mahomes. As we know, the Chiefs are huge Trump supporters as well. And a lot of players and fans for the Chiefs. And again, there's a lot of NFL players, a lot of athletes who support President Trump. So, again, this shouldn't be surprising to people. But again, for some people it is. And they just can't accept it, you know. But here it is. Let's play it.
Great coach inspiring you, and you got the ball to your superstar running back who I met yesterday, and I want to tell you he's a handsome guy, but I wouldn't want to tackle him. Saquon Barkley. Where's Saquon? He's good. I got to know him a little bit. I offered him a ride on Air Force One because I was coming down. And usually they say, no, I don't think so. He said, I'll take it, sir. And he loved it. We love being together. He's a great young guy.
Now there's people on, you know, the right side. Some MAGA are mad because there are a couple players. Again, the Eagles went to the White House for, you know, after winning the Super Bowl celebration. But some of the players, as you can see, are not there. Their star quarterback, Jalen Hurts, and two of their star receivers, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. And that's the reason the people on this side are pissed off. But again, I'm like, who cares, man? You know? And there's people just going back and forth and are not happy with this situation, you know? And people are saying there needs to be more people like Jalen Hurts in this country than Saquon Barkley. We need more Jalen Hurts. And they said that Jalen Hurts had a conflict in his schedule. But again, no matter which way you take it, man, it is still a win. You know, people are going to say what they want to say. And it's sad how we politicize everything. But when it comes to President Trump, they have assassinated this man's character. The fake news media, the false, fake headlines, the fear-mongering, the propaganda, the lies. You know, the fake news media, the MSNBCs, the CNNs, the ABCs, the CBS Newses, all of them. You know? And one of the reasons why we have Trump derangement syndrome at stages we've never seen. It's way past stage 4. We have Trump derangement syndrome in this country at the highest. And now we have Elon Musk derangement syndrome. You know? But they just can't accept that this man went to the White House, that he golfed with President Trump, you know. But this is what Saquon had to say. LOL, some people are really upset because I played golf and flew to the White House with the president. Maybe I just respect the office. Not a hard concept to understand. Just golfed with Obama not too long ago. And look forward to finishing my round with Trump. Now, y'all get out my mentions with all this politics and have an amazing day. What do y'all think of that? And he just golfed with Obama not too long ago. Oh, Barry, sir, we read your real birth certificate. And we know about Big Mike. Barry, we know about Michael. Miss Rivers told us about you, Barry. Miss Rivers told us about you, Barry. And them Patriots read your real birth certificate. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you might want to start thinking for yourself and doing your own research. You might find out a lot of things about this beautiful country and politics. Woo! But Jalen Hurts will not be going to the White House. How do you feel? How do y'all feel about this situation? And for anybody that's done more research on this whole thing, let me know. Put it down in the comment section down below. I honestly don't care. You know, I honestly don't care, man, that this man didn't go to the White House. I don't care. You know, I don't care at all. You know, but this comment in the, and you know how the black community, the BLM scammers, the race hustlers run with this. Good morning. Today I encourage you to be a Jalen Hurts and not a Saquon Barkley. Don't be mad. Be blessed by this wisdom. If you are mad, F you. Oh man, you just can't make this up, man. You know. But I honestly believe we need more Saquon Barkleys, man. Simple. Again, being a black conservative, being and going what I've been through, how I've been threatened, all the kind of weird attacks and weird DMs and comments that I get for being a black conservative or somebody that's rooting for America, somebody that's rooting for this current administration. People that see me wearing this hat, they come in and they have something to say. You know, I don't care. I have tough skin. You know, tons of my family members honestly used to hate Trump and now they love Trump. I have some family members that don't like Trump, and it's okay. I have nothing against them. And most of them, a lot of them are the women. Hey, okay. I'm not going to call you out your name. I'm not going to curse at you. I'm not going to get mad at you. I'm not going to key your car. I'm not going to set a dealership on fire. I'm not going to spit on you. Nothing. But I'm just proving a point that we live in some sad, pathetic times, man. We really do, you guys. You know, we live in some sad, pathetic times. And these activists, these race hustlers, the BLM scam, the black community, a disgrace. And they're literally making this about race. They're making it's just crazy, man. But the so-called racist man, here he is. The so-called man, like I said, they have assassinated Trump's character, man. Everybody used to love this man until he came down that escalator. Till he came down that gold escalator, everybody used to love this man. Everybody. And look what he's done for the black community. Look what he's done for the HBCUs. Look what he's done. But again, the man will never get any credit for anything. He will never be praised or celebrated. This man could cure the most worst disease. He can end everything and put inflation at zero. He can bring interest rates all the way down to 0%. They will still hate this man. And that is sad that I have to say that, but that's the brutal, honest truth. And that's one thing I love about this channel and my videos. It's just being completely honest with you guys, man. I know there's a lot of things we don't like to hear, but it's just got to be real with one another. You just got to be real with one another. Simple. And this is why I always spread love to you guys, man. And I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your week. That Monday's off to a good note. That you have an amazing 2025. That everything goes well for you, your family, your friends, the neighbors, the strangers around the world. That you are blessed, well, and healthy. Because we're living in some crazy times, some dark times. We are among some sad, pathetic individuals. And they only want to destroy. They do not want to move forward. This country will never move forward. And we don't want to build with one another. All we do is want to destroy. and seeing what a lot of people are saying, and mostly the black community, this is one reason why they don't take us serious. This is one reason why they do not take us serious, man. Especially when it comes to politics, when it comes to a lot of things. They embarrass us, man. We don't like accountability. You know, I got to see videos of people being posted with the dash cam footages, the police footages. And a lot of these situations could be prevented if we just listen and respect one another, respect authority. But we can't. We always think that we're in the right, that the other person or that they were wrong. We, you know, even if we're being, you know, rude, loud, ignorant, ghetto, we want to fight. We want to curse at one another. You know, we want to be the first to pull out the weapon. I'm just saying, man. We pose with the weapon online. We got the gun in the picture and the stack of money. And again, it all goes back down to the music we listen to. And again, I listen to the music, so I know. It's my community, so I know. I grew up around these people, so I know. My family acts the same way, so I know. And it all comes back down to our character, man. And that's why they don't take us serious. That's why they hate us. Our character. You know, same thing we were just seeing with the Shador Sanders thing. And President Trump came out and said, are NFL owners stupid? Or is the NFL owners stupid? Why is this kid not off the board in the first round? But Trump's the racist. And then he goes on to praise Deion Sanders and that he's a great guy, a great coach. But Trump's the racist, though. It gets debunked every single time, man. It gets debunked every single time. But I'm going to read, at this event in 2019, Saquon Barkley praised Colin Kaepernick. And again, this Colin Kaepernick situation is never going to end with people. And it's always going to be brought up. No, especially when it comes to the race card thing. Anytime the race card is mentioned, and then when it comes to the NFL, Colin Kaepernick is always going to be a thing that comes back up to people. So be ready for these tweets. But Saquon Barkley praised Colin Kaepernick for what he did on the field. And now Saquon hangs out with Trump, who called Colin Kaepernick and other black players who kneeled against racism sons of who should be fired. And I know how y'all know how I feel about the situation. Y'all know how I feel about this, man. And you know, not standing for the national anthem. You know, but again, you guys, I'll leave that for y'all in the comments, man. Y'all know how I feel, you know. But it's a disgrace, man, that we have to go back through this. It really is, man. You know.
You know, Cap, you know, that was huge for him to come out here and just support. You know, he been kind of in the dark. So for him to come out, I mean, that's the kind of impact and influence that, you know, we all hold.
Thing you mentioned the name Colin Kaepernick. Not a lot of people have seen him on a football field. What was that like, and did you talk to him at all?
Yeah, definitely. Well, Colin Kaepernick, I definitely went up and talked to him, made sure that, you know, I came up to him, told him first and foremost that I don't mean to come off a fan, but I'm a big fan. I just respect everything that you did, and you know, he gave me a lot of great advice off the field and on the field, and you know, when you see a guy that he did at a high level, and you know the impact that he had on just America as a whole, you definitely listen, and I appreciate him for taking time and talking to me.
From everybody, from Vaughn to Julio, you know, guys that, you know, they got 10 million other things going on, but for them to stop, take a minute, and do what they did out here.
So what do y'all think of that? You know, and there should be a picture underneath. I believe there was a picture. You know, but you just can't make this stuff up, man. You know, and it's honestly sad. Here it is right here. that we have to go through this thing, that they turned this into a race car situation, how they politicize it, you know. But everything with Trump and it's always going to be politicized, no matter what it is. Again, I got into an argument with a family member because Trump celebrated a kid with cancer. And my family member was mad. I'm not even going to mention who he was, but, you know, he's on my other side of my family, you know, and he just hates Trump. And that's cool. Okay. And I tell him, enjoy the next 4 years. But he called Trump. He said, oh, look at that hug that Trump is giving that kid in the Oval Office. The kid has had cancer. The kid has been through treatment after treatment, surgery after surgery. The kid has had a life that you don't want to have. And you can't be happy for somebody else celebrating one another. Trump celebrated that kid with cancer in front of the world. And you're mad and calling it a photo op? I don't give a damn if it was a photo op. And this is one reason why I stopped putting energy into a lot of again, family members posts, people talking to me in the DMs, some of the crazy emails. You know, it's a waste of energy, in my opinion. And this is why a lot of people, especially a lot of family members, I do not talk politics with. I do not want to talk about Trump with you. Sorry, I do not want to talk about Trump with you. I have proved my point long time ago. If you want to hate the man, hate the man. Enjoy the next 4 years. And I love reposting when it says Trump 2028. It makes them even more mad. And there are a lot of family members, a part of my family, that love President Trump now. And they used to hate Trump. And they love what he's done these last 100 days. Let me know how you feel about the first 100 days of this current administration. Let me know in the comments section, man. You know, but Democrats, and that brings me back to that story. Democrats couldn't even stand and clap for Americans, hardworking Americans, grieving mothers, grieving, you know, loved ones who've lost their loved ones. A mom that has lost her daughter by an illegal criminal gang member who viciously raped her and splattered her blood everywhere. They can't love on, you know, it's sad. Can't give a call and send their condolences, but they're quick to get on the plane and go to El Salvador. They're quick to stand and clap for your money to be sent to Ukraine. That's what they're stand up and clap for the war. That's the times we're living in. Sad, man. But Trump is the racist, big, bad, orange man. You know? And that brings me to this right here. You know? On the national anthem, they were taking a knee. And as you see, Saquon Barkley is standing up. We're living in some sad, pathetic times, man. People won't let go. People politicize everything. And especially these next 4 years, be ready for everything that breaks the internet and what pisses people off. People are not going to let it go, man. You know, and now people think that some of these activists, liberals, Democrats, these BLM scammers and race hustlers believe that we're now living in slavery. That slavery is back. That, you know. It's honestly sad, man. It's honestly sad. Some people say, you know, slavery never ended. We all still slaving. Just we get paid for it now. We get a green piece of paper for it now. At the end of the day, we all still slaving in this corrupt scam matrix. America is still a scam, huh? That's what they say. The American dream has gotten worse. They have left Trump a complete mess to fix, you know. But we are rooting for America, man. We are rooting for this current administration. We are rooting for America. I'm going to say that again, man. No matter how they take this, you know, let me know how y'all feel about this, man. But they're calling this man all kind of names, and he's punching in his slave card. His wife is a racist, you know. They don't like to see this right here. Ridiculous, man. They hate these pictures right here. And a lot of other people love these pictures. Let's not forget that. But this triggers the left, the BLM scammers, the black, some of the black community, you know. You just can't make it up, man. They hate to see this, and I'm here for it, man. And we send our prayers to President Trump and this current administration, you know. And this is how Saquon responded. And he looks forward to finishing his round with President Trump. And he says, y'all get out his mentions with all these politics and have an amazing day. Now let me know what y'all think. I love y'all. God bless you all and your family. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, you guys.